World and Olympic champion Taufik Hidayat getting this men's singles encounter underway. And it should be a fascinating contest. Contrasting styles. Jonassen very much the worker on court. Probably one of the best defences in world badminton. Hidayat, on the other hand, will want to try and play deceptively, hit winners exactly like that. And therefore, the two contrasting styles should make for, well, such an interesting match.
It's going to be a marvelous match. We have Jonassen, who is renowned for his counter-attacking skills. And that's going to be put to the extreme test here against Taufik.
This is the fourth meeting between these two men, and the Dane has yet to register a victory. That's a lovely return of serve.
2, 3.
Well, he just apologises. But goodness me, you would have put money on Hidayat playing the winner here. All he had to do was get it over and in. There says the attacking play we're so used to seeing from Hidayat. The little angled shot followed up with the power and then in for the kill.
There's some power displayed by Jonassen, maximizing that towering 6'2" frame. Some of his fans, they call him the marathon man. Also renowned for his stamina and physical abilities.
Out. 5-all.
Just long of that back line. And once again, a golden opportunity for Hidayat, and he fails to convert. Oh, that's perfect.
6-all.
Seemed to be slight hesitation before he played the backhand. Perhaps thinking that the shuttle may have gone out.
Out. 7-all.
Well, a little smile exchange between the two players. Jonassen trying to play a cross-court shot, and Hidayat was nowhere near it.
8 all.
It's a good rally.
This Kenneth Asuncion of the Philippines will be seeing action tomorrow.
In the mixed doubles, of course.
Service over. 9 all.
Kenneth Jonassen, who did his year's national service as a royal foot guard to Queen Margrethe at Amalienborg, the palace in Copenhagen.
Service over. 10-9.
Jonassen smiling at his opponent, saying, what on earth do I have to do to win a rally? 2 dives from Hidayat. It's not just the fact that he dives, he gets up so quickly again and carries on the rally.
Swiftly moves from right to left, mesmerizing Jonassen. You know, one moment Jonassen thinks he's got Hidayat trapped, but Taufik, just amazing natural ability. The badminton instincts just impeccable.
And on play.
10-all opening game. Flat, fast exchanges. The Indonesian coming out on top. Well, couldn't be closer in this opening game. The narrowest of margins, mid-game interval. Is very fascinating. We're looking obviously at Martin van Dorleman talking to Jonassen, but on the opposite side of the court, as we look at the European team, it was the Chinese head coach Li Yongbo giving instruction to Hidayat, and when you consider the rivalry between Indonesia and China in badminton terms, well, I don't think we'll often see that. Chinese head coach giving advice to an Indonesian. It's the beauty of this competition. Just wide.
11 all.
Oh, it's landed in. And there's that brilliant defense we were talking about earlier.
over. 12 all.
I was mentioning the injury problems that Hidayat has been struggling with within the last year, and it's quite clear to see underneath his shirt he's still wearing a back support. I think that's probably more for precaution.
It's over. 13 all.
Yeah, it's no wonder he shakes his head. Has to go down as an unforced error.
It's over. 15-14.
I'm really very surprised that Jonassen is so willing to get involved in these flat, fast rallies. Surely that suits Hidayat more.
But Jonassen perhaps very confident about his returning capabilities. Trying his very best not to be intimidated by the mere presence of Taufik Hidayat. Really keeping in step with the Indonesian living legend.
Interesting that sitting with Martin van Dolleman, coach, is teammate of Jonassen, Niels Christian Caldo, who played yesterday and lost out to Lindan in 3 games. Now there's the defence. And I do think that Jonassen is better defensively when the shuttle is out wide. When the shuttle is pushed directly at him, I think he struggles. But it doesn't matter how good your defence is, you can't do much about shots like that. Wonderful reactions again. Once again, it was the push out wide of Jonassen that he's able to deal with. 3 points away from this opening game. Superb.
19-16.
seen too many of those so far in this encounter from Hidayat. Known for the quality of his smashes, accuracy. So once again, it's a defensive play when it comes to the Europeans' aid. Takes it on the first game point. And Kenneth Jonassen, representing Europe, has caused a bit of an upset in this opening game, taking the first game 21-17 against the reigning world and Olympic champion. The flick serve totally deceiving the Indonesian. So one game up for Europe. So Europe one game to the good in this men's singles encounter. Kenneth Jonassen, what a brilliant performance in that opening game, taking it 21-17 against the Olympic champion Taufik Hidayat. And the Asian bench there looking a little concerned, making the overall tie. They're feeling pretty relaxed. They've won the 4 matches that have been completed so far, 3 yesterday. And women's singles earlier today when Wang Chen beat Mia Ordina.
Out. 2-0.
Yes, it's landed in. Has to be said, though, that Taufik Hidayat really is renowned for the fact that he is sometimes a very slow starter, and we're likely to see him up the pace a little bit in this second game.
Well, he is known for his relaxed manner. The Indonesians quite known to be very deliberate in terms of setting the pace, a very specific pace.
Service over. 2-3.
Watched Hidayat recently at the Indonesian Open in Surabaya, and there were question marks because he's had so many injury problems. Was he match fit? Certainly, he was telling me that he's been in full training, but there is a big difference between being physically fit and match fit.
There's a very, very big difference from an athletic standpoint. You can train, you can spar with your teammates, but it's so different when you go into high pressure conditions. Hidayat, of course, biggest goal perhaps of the year is to defend his world championship in Madrid, Spain later this year.
Yes, that's right. In badminton terms, up until now, we've always had World Championships as a biannual event, whereas now the International Badminton Federation has decided to make it an annual event apart from Olympic year. In the year of the Olympics, there won't be a World Championships. Taufik sitting alongside Lee Yongbo, who played men's doubles yesterday. Oh, it's just wide.
5-6.
Careless error there from Jonassen. And the score's back level.
Service over. 7-6. Hi, Kenneth. 8-7.
Nice angle on the smash from Jonassen, using his height so well.
8-all.
Not only a contrast in styles and stature between these two men, but also a contrast in when they really came to the forefront of world badminton. Taufik Hidayat won his first Grand Prix event when he was just 17 years old, whereas Jonassen seems to have got a lot better with age. I can remember when he was about 24, 25, and talking to Jonassen, he was saying, well, the head coach at the time was a Danish legend in badminton terms, Morten Frost, and Morten Frost wouldn't have him in the national squad, didn't think he'd got any real talent and ability. And look what he's done since. World number 2, currently number 4 at the age of 32. And remember, his teammate in Atlanta, Paul-Erik Høyer Larsen, won the gold medal at the Olympic Games at the age of 32, so it really is remarkable. Excellent attacking play from Jonassen. Yes, it's the Dane that has the advantage. The mid-game interval. Just 2 points, 11-9. But he does look full of confidence, doesn't he?
Well, certainly. We've been belaboring the point about the difference between conditioning of Europeans and the conditioning of Asians. I do wonder, Jill, how much of that will come into play as the second game goes along.
Well, I think that possibly, whilst we were discussing that yesterday and in fact earlier today, that the European players in general perhaps don't have the same level of fitness as their Asian counterparts. I think Jonassen is the exception. He is supremely fit. He trains so hard, and we've already mentioned the fact that Hidayat has been struggling with injuries and therefore isn't match fit. If a long encounter in this men's singles does transpire, then I think actually it will favour the Dane. He certainly has the advantage at the moment. 11-9. You just somehow feel that, I mean, I'm sort of waiting for Hidayat to just explode into action and up the pace a little. It certainly hasn't happened so far.
Perhaps we could give credit to Jonassen for, in a sense, keeping Taufik Hidayat at arm's length, if you will. Not really allowing Taufik to rack up a number of points to really get the Indonesian going.
Yes, I think that point really exemplified in that last rally. Jonassen attacking, starting the rally with a low serve when he's got the serve. If he's receiving, he's always trying to attack, which doesn't allow Hidayat to play his natural game. Yes, he was ready and waiting for that one, though. Saw the Dane turn to play the high backhand, step forward in court. And once again, the scores are level. twice a runner-up at the All England Championships in Birmingham. Hidayat in 1999 lost out to Peter Gader, and then the following year lost out to Charles Ranger. Frustrated at himself. Mistiming the shot. Oh, my word. One of the hardest shots in badminton to execute. And he made it look so easy. Backhand smash. From the net, Jonassen. And that exploited so well by Hidayat. And the court will need some attention. Inspiration from Jonassen's hand being left on the court surface, and it can become a little bit slippery. You see the players injured. From Denmark, team manager, represented here in Manila. Well, that's what you call perfection. Extraordinary. How on earth did Jonassen get himself back into that rally? And why on earth didn't Hidayat put away that very short lift?
Has to be one of the more scintillating rallies of what has been a grind-out match between Taufik Hidayat and Kenneth Jonassen.
17 all. Great return. certainly more like the style we're used to seeing from Hidayat. The accurate smashing from the back of the court.
Not even the impeccable returning skills of Jonassen allowing him to catch up with that Hidayat's jump smash.
Great anticipation from Hidayat. Knew that the return was going to be pushed down his backhand side. He was ready and waiting. 3 game points. Yes, 1 game apiece. Well, there's a very good reason why he is world and Olympic champion. Calmness in a crisis. Looked to be struggling at one stage, and then at the very right moment, piled on the pressure. And he's taken the second game, 21-17.
Plus active, rehydrates faster than water.
Ultimate player
got a feeling I like your game.
has met the ultimate playmate.
Here you go. Oh, who's this? She's yours.
Kevin Hill, hotshot lawyer.
So where are we now?
We're gonna win the case.
You are positive about that.
Come on now, this is what I do.
Who's also cool with the ladies.
Surprise.
His world goes from changing girlfriends
We have sex. You don't call for weeks. Then you call me out of the blue to watch your kid. Lose my number.
to changing diapers. When he becomes an instant daddy
Don't call me daddy.
with the help of Nanny George.
3 of us been trying to do that for the last hour.
3 cavemen and a baby, how cute.
He's learning to walk the line between the women at work,
An all-woman firm.
the women he dates,
2 dates, 1 night. Stick to the plan.
and the only girl who has won his heart.
This is Sarah.
All new Kevin Hill, Tuesday on Star World.
Well, there's a certain symmetry about the scoreline in this men's singles encounter. 21-17 in favour of Europe in the opening game, 21-17 in favour of Asia. And this man, Taufik Hidayat, levelling this match at 1 game apiece. And so little to choose between these two men today. Well, no wonder they applaud. What a wonderful rally. Great aggression from Jonassen. Well, we know that the Dane has got a good defence, but how about that from Hidayat? Landed in.
I wonder if Jonassen is trying to turn the tables here, trying to be the aggressor as opposed to the defender that he has been previous to the deciding game.
Yes, I think you're right. He certainly seems to have upped his pace of movement, that is, rather than necessarily pace of shot.
4-1.
Makes it look so easy. Generated so much power there, but didn't really seem to put that much effort in. It's just extraordinary, the timing and the technique of the shot, generating the power. Oh, but that's careless.
5-2.
Jonassen was expecting the block back to the net. He's coming forward in court and therefore very vulnerable to that flick to the back.
Over 6-4.
Trying the trick shot. To no avail. But it was interesting at the start of that rally, neither player wanting to lift the shuttle, playing net shots off their opponent's net shot. Oh, that's brilliant.
Just when you were mentioning the putt net play, Jonassen emphatically sends one crashing on Hidayat's front court.
Good judgment. Shuttle landing just wide.
9-4.
Once again, as with the final point in the opening game, the deceptive flick serve. Hidayat doesn't like the call. turning to his teammates on the bench. Umpire now in badminton is allowed to overrule a line judge. Oh, desperately difficult to see from that angle. Healthy lead in this deciding game.
Well, this is a match Europe direly needs to win if they wish to avoid falling into a really deep hole, as Asia now leads 5-0 after 4 matches, midway through the second day of the MVP Cup 2 Asia versus Europe.
Kenneth Jonassen. There will be more attention paid to the court. Inspiration. This match in progress already for 46 minutes.
11-4, right.
So sharp to come forward.
Round 4.
Oh, once again, a brilliant flick serve. And that's wide. And at the moment, Hidayat just seems out of it.
But Jonassen is dictating the tempo. He is setting the pace. And we noticed that at the top of this deciding game, Jonassen very aggressive, deciding to quicken the pace.
It's going to go wide.
Going back to the second game, Jill, the two gentlemen ate up a lot of time in finishing that second game.
It's wide. And quite frankly, there's just far too many unforced errors at the moment from Hidayat. There's another, but that has to go down as a forced error. Pressure from the Dane. But this is extraordinary. 17-5 in the deciding game. And it's all one-way traffic at the moment. Hyun, team manager for Asia, former Olympic champion. Had her head in her hands just a moment ago.
Well, it's going to take a comeback of semi-biblical proportions for Taufik to get back in this. I think that's exactly what most of the members of this crowd is cheering for.
19-8.
Oh, he's missed it. It's wide. And Kenneth Jonassen has match point now for Europe. Surely there's no way back now for Hidayat. Still another 11 match points.
He's going to hang on for as long as he can, Jill.
Well, he's not giving up without a fight. That's wide. And Europe score their first victory in this year's MVP Cup. And who would have thought it would be at the hands of Taufik Hidayat, world and Olympic champion. Just couldn't live with the pace in the end of Kenneth Jonassen. Wonderful performance from the Dane. 3 very tough games. A moment of victory. 21-17, 17-21. 21-12 in the decider, and his first ever victory over Hidayat. Their confirmation of the score, and that certainly helped Europe's position in the overall tie. 2 points for that match win. All of today's matches, 2 points for the win, and tomorrow, of course, 3 points for each win. So Europe still very much alive in this contest.